Hey YouTube, Mark here. I'm at the Glacial Hike Trail put on by the Badger Trails Incorporated page. That's a mouthful. Now we're in a group site tonight. They're looking at 30 people just down in this site here where I'm at. And as you can tell, people are already getting their tents up. This is my Copper Spur 3 already set up. A little issue, but nothing major. Basically, one of the Velcro straps that holds the fly to one of the poles, I just had it a little too low. I should have had it up a little higher. No biggie. A little teepee. A couple of girls are setting up over here. Dave, he's got his hammock. He's way over there. But looks like he's set up pretty good. I know he's said something about having issues about finding a good place to set up because there's a lot of undergrowth that happens here. So a lot of people don't consider that to be an issue when they're setting up a hammock because, you know, the hammock is supposed to be above everything. But when undergrowth is, 6, 7, 8 feet tall, then you have issues setting up a hammock. But it looks like he's got a pretty good setup over there. So I just got finished setting up my tent. Got put in my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad, and just get myself at home. Alright, so Dave and I pretty much got our camp set up. He of course beat me. But we're hoping to now catch a shuttle, which I think they're every 30 minutes, right?
I'm not sure.
I think they're every 30 minutes, which means we might have to wait for the next one. Yeah, it's just a little walk up here to the main parking lot. Be like on the first shuttle to the trailhead. This place is kind of lost. They don't really know what they're doing just yet. It's the first time they've been open to the public, and it's a lot bigger than they thought it was going to be. So the shuttle driver really didn't know where to go. It was literally down the street around the corner, but he got lost. I was trying to help out. I ended up sending us to the wrong trailhead because I thought that we were actually going to start at the beginning of this segment, and that wasn't the case. This trail looks like it's starting out paved, and we're actually going to follow State Highway 23 and meander our way back to camp. It is cold. I'm actually thinking I might put on my my coat right away, but I think once I get moving, I'll warm up, and then I won't want to have anything, have the coat on. So. Okay, what a start to a weird adventure. They dropped us off at a parking lot down the road down here, and they said, oh, the Ice Age Trail's just down there. So we all headed that direction. We needed to go that direction. But we've actually made it to the Ice Age Trail. That's what the little stairway is right there. So now we can actually start walking on the Ice Age Trail. Hill over on this side. These are probably, I think, 50, 60 feet deep. Dave says we're over halfway there already.
That's the sign at 2.6 miles.
I wonder if that was from the original start point though.
Well, no, it's at 2.6 miles to the campground.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so most of the hiking that we've done so far has been on the upper level of an esker. What an esker is, it's basically a pileup. There might have been like a little bit of an ice cave right here, and as the glacier retreated, it would drop rocks, dust, dirt that's picked up into that cave. And then as it retreats, all that rock and dirt buildup stays here. It's almost like a hill, but it doesn't just kind of go up and go down, except on the sides. It's really long. Okay, so that's your lesson for today. All right, I gotta keep my eye on the ground. Lots of rocks. Oh, what a view up here. Got up to the top of this hill, and hey, I don't know what you can really see in the camera, but it is a beautiful view here. Except for Dave.
Beautiful.
He's beautiful. Kind of in a cockroach meets a tarantula way. Little break. Dave was getting hot, so he took his sweatshirt. Yeah, it's been a lot of steep climbs though. I have no idea if my Garmin actually turned on and is activated and is actually tracking me. I don't know. I tried to turn on my All Trails app, and somehow it shot us up to over 22 miles that we've covered already. So I don't know what the hell's that all about. All right, little break's done. Time to keep moving. Actually, it hasn't been too bad. Couple of steep embankment climbs. It's rated as a hill difficulty of 4 out of 5. And I think most of it has to do with just a couple of very steep, tall hill climbs. Either that or I'm just getting used to it. I've done a little more research into the trail and hill rankings. Oh, excuse me, I'm going up another big one. The rating is based on an average of the entire trail. Now, that could mean that you have one big hill, one big rise that you have to go up. Or it could mean that you've got 20, little 60-foot rises instead of one big 250-foot rise. So that's how they get their hill ratings. Then the trail difficulty is kind of the same way. This one here, the trail rating is a 3. There's lots of rounded rocks, boulders. Every once in a while the trail gets pretty narrow. So to me, this is almost like the idyllic trail. You can see it, you can tell where it goes, but at the same time, you got to really watch your steps, where you're going, if there's a root down on the ground. Okay, made it to the second checkpoint. This is number 2 of 3. The third one is actually the final checkpoint. We're about 2/3 of the way done in this segment. So yeah, we've been here for what, maybe an hour on the trail?
6 o'clock now, so yeah.
So yeah, about an hour. I can handle that. I was telling Dave, I don't know if I'm slowly dying from the hills or if I'm getting used to them. But I'm kind of getting distracted too. I've been having my friend Dell sending me text messages, and there's a guy on the Facebook marketplace that wants to buy some of the stuff that I'm selling for Dell. So I've been trying to juggle conversations between the two of them so they can hash out a price. That's deep. That's very deep. Almost to the top of this knoll. Now you see how all the rocks are all rounded off, and that's how you can tell you're on an esker or a came. I'll tell you more about a came tomorrow. Right now I'm just trying to get through this last little bit without rolling my ankle. I've come close like 2 or 3 times already. Good day though. I'm glad that it's not really hot. And the cold has kept the bugs down. So yeah, it's definitely been a good day.
Story. Just adds to the story when we get back home.
Well, we need to keep on working on it. How many unicorns did you see? All right, coming up on the end of the trail here. Got the parking lot just over there. Oh, it wasn't too bad. Actually, I didn't even stop. I did a couple of times just to talk to a couple of people that were also stopped on the trail. But other than that, I just kept on going. Dave's actually ahead of me, not far, maybe a couple hundred yards. He says that his walking sticks are definitely helping his trekking poles. He feels they help out, especially on the uphill climbs. Get to camp, relax for a little bit, get out the food and the cooking equipment, and haven't decided if I'm going to make the lasagna or the Alfredo chicken. Haven't figured that out yet. Yeehaw! We are here. All right. I think we can officially say that we are back in the campground, seeing as how, well, here's the parking lot. Oh, now the sun wants to come out. And the skies are clearing up. Or was that an hour and a half, 2 hours ago? I will get back to my area. I'm going to start cooking up dinner right away. Maybe eat one of my snack bars. Just because I'm so hungry right now. But I want to look at my trip odometer stuff, both on the Garmin and on that All Trails app. Hopefully I can figure out a way to edit that All Trails so it doesn't show that first, what was I, like 22 miles or something like that. All right, see you at camp. We've been back for a little while. It's getting to be about 8 o'clock at night. A lot of people have already had their dinners. And I just got in here. It got pretty cool, especially after walking the trail. It got pretty cold. I mean, on the trail, I was sweating and stuff like that. And then, of course, as soon as you stop, now all of a sudden, all that coldness is starting to surround you and stuff. You're not working anymore. So that's why I got the jacket on, trying to stay a little warm. Got my shoes off, trying to air out my feet a little bit. I had my dinner, and the only thing I dirtied was my spoon. So I got baby wipes. I didn't show this in my pack out because at the time I didn't have them. But I use baby wipes to either take a bath or do dishes. So, yep, just like that. You know what? Since I'm doing them, I might as well do all 3 of them, right? There. There, silverware's all washed up. One of the things I've noticed about the campground, there's basically no place to put garbage. They have like one garbage collector bin way down the road towards the far end of the campgrounds, and it's like I'm not walking, a mile and a half, and I'm not kidding you, it's probably close to a mile and a half just to go to the garbage bin and throw things away. So I want to see if Dave will just pop open the truck. We can throw our garbage in there and then throw it out when we come back to pick up the truck tomorrow night when we get done with our hike. So yeah, this is pretty spacious. 3-man tent, nice and tall. I'm not even really sitting in the middle. So yeah, I've got my air mattress all blown up here, and now I'm just kind of getting myself reorganized from the day's hike. Getting everything packed up, stowed away, getting it ready for tomorrow, basically. I'm debating on whether or not I even want to take this because they're not calling for rain tomorrow. I suppose it's one of those better safe than sorry deals, right? So yeah, I think I did pretty good with this little pack. I mean, like I said, it's not really meant for a guy my size. I don't really feel bad either, I'm not like super stiff or sore or anything like that. I need my utensils for lunch tomorrow, so I'm going to keep those with me. Now, I am worried about squirrels and stuff coming in and trying to take my food, so I don't know what to really do about that. I've actually heard stories on how they've chewed through tents. They don't care if you're in there sleeping, they'll chew through the tent to get to your food if they smell it. And this is a $400 tent. Kind of don't want that to happen. I did record some stats, so let's see if I can get them to come up. Get your computer. Okay, according to this, it registered 3.47 miles. Moving average was 2.6. Moving time was 1 hour and 20 minutes. And that's actually wrong because it took me about 2 hours. It seems like some of this had actually gotten missed. Almost 40 minutes worth of recording time and stuff was actually missed. So I'll reset everything tomorrow, and hopefully everything will go. I don't know what the hell happened with that all trails. By the time I got to the end of the trail, it registered 66 some odd miles, and it's like, what the hell? All I can think of is that going through those hills and stuff, it was just bouncing the satellite signal all over the place, and it was thinking that I was the one moving. So that's the only thing I can think of.
You want to see inside the tent?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yep. That's okay. Does anyone want to see inside the camp?
In there? Yeah.
Everybody go check out the TV. It's warm in there.
Well, they're just checking it out.
Yeah. They're not really cold.
They are actually.
Oh yeah.
Right here.
Wait, you didn't bring marshmallows? Where are the marshmallows?
Did you have your mac and cheese?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We actually decided to have sandwiches because we couldn't just leave them out overnight.
Oh,
They'd get old.
Let's get dark quick.
warm fingers again. How are you feeling?
Yeah, our driver, when he got shuttled, he said there were, was it 300 or 400 people?
Yeah,
Really?
Some people called, they said, well, tonight too, when we crossed the road on the checkpoint, he said there was 30 some people ahead of us, and he said normally there's like 8 total. Like, why are there so many more people? And he says this is the first year they put it on Facebook.
That's how I got
Yeah, that's how we found it.
And I didn't know that. I mean, I've known of Badger Trails for a few years. It's just he was too little, and you know,
I just did a simple search on Facebook for
Yeah.
local hikes, and it was like, bam, there it was.
Yeah.
Came right up.
Yeah,
Hello.
Just checking in, making sure you guys are okay. That you have enough room.
Oh yeah.
We were just talking about you too.
Oh, it was good though. Here's the burn, that's why.
I hope it was okay.
The driver was a little lost.
A little?
You want me to get that box?
I would say greatly lost.
The tent TV box.
Due to my good crew.
I'll let you. We
I
made
found
it. We made it.
Well, thank you everybody. I hope you have a good evening. It's a little chillier than
What a night, what a night, what a night. It's gonna get cold tonight too, but I think this sleeping bag's gonna do just fine. As you can tell, I've got my my hoodie on just for a little added insulation. But yeah, I think I'll be just fine. My lower extremities, my legs, my feet, they're all feeling fine, nice and cozy, nice and warm. Oh, sorry about all the little poppings and stuff like that. That's the air mattress underneath. Oh, so I'm about ready to go to bed. Oh. Yeah, we just sat around the fire talking for like the last 2 hours. Just telling stories, sharing adventures, stuff like that. All right, see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It got cold last night. Real cold. I just stayed quite warm in the sleeping bag though. I actually had to take my my hoodie off. It was so warm. I was like, yeah, I got down to the mid-30s last night. Got down to mid-30s last night. I stayed pretty comfortable. Gotta start waking up. Start moving though.
I'm here to hike.
Yeah, that smells good. Hot. Yeah, these biscuit pieces hold together really easy.
I first got in the bed, I was cold, but then once I relaxed and calmed down, my feet were warm. I was cold. My face was cold. That's about it.
Yeah, I was actually my sleeping bag is a long wide version, and I can actually scoot down far enough to where the air baffle that's in a mummy bag, my face was like right on that baffle because my nose was getting cold and stuff like that. So if I tucked in a little bit farther, I could actually get pretty warm. All right, we are officially on the trail, and we're starting with hills right away. But we got like 8 hours to do 10 miles. Hopefully we can do that. Now technically we are still on the Greenbush Trail. I think later in the day we'll get to the Parnell segment. Man alive, the rocks.
Take the sweatshirt off already.
We haven't been gone that long, but we had to stop because Dave needed to take off his sweatshirt. I was actually getting hot just breaking down camp this morning. So I took my jacket off long ago. Terrain is very rocky, very hilly. Wow, that's interesting. It's a trail segment. Got a trail that goes down this way, got a trail that goes down that way. I just came from over there. There's another trail that goes down that way, and I need the one that goes right between the two. We were told by our hosts this morning that tornadoes that hit up here and actually damaged a large section of the trail. So they were saying that we might have to be stepping over a lot of fallen timber, logs and stuff. They've been trying to get out there and clean a lot of it up, but you know, it's just slow going sometimes. But that's not for a little ways down yet. Beautiful day today. I mean, a wonderful day today. Just blue sky, bright sun. Not compared to yesterday where we had cold, overcast. Just remember, this one was your idea.
I told you about it. You want to do it?
Well, I was asking if you wanted to go on a trip, and you made mention of this. Another big hill climb. Come up into this man-made pine forest. Most of the trees are nice little rows. Wow. Just wow. I can tell it's still cool out. It's probably not even 50 degrees yet. I am just sweating. Wow, that sun's bright. I'm by the water pump, and there's a little informational kiosk. I think they're looking to see exactly where we're at on the trail. I want to keep moving. Got a nice steep decline right here. Definitely going to have to watch my footing. Up another hill. Okay, came across one of the hiking shelters. You have to reserve these, you can't just show up. Took a little bit of a break there. We're only like a mile and a quarter in, so yeah, it's very hilly, very tough going. But from what I understand, looking at the trail book guide, talking to some of the other people, and they've read and heard the same thing, and that is that it's supposed to start mellowing out. I just don't know how soon it's supposed to start mellowing out, because if we got 9 more miles of this, it's going to be one hell of a day. All right, back on the trail. Okay, so here's a kettle depression right down here. Just high side here, high side that I'm on, high side over there, high side on the far side. So yeah, that's a pretty good sized kettle. Okay, so if you don't remember what a kettle is, basically what had happened is a large chunk of ice fell, kind of semi-implanted itself in the ground. And then as the glacier eroded away, it was covered up by rocks, dirt, debris, but the ice was then pretty much insulated from the sun, so it really wasn't melting all that fast. But of course, after a few eons or millennia, whatever, I don't know how long it takes, that ice melts, but then the land that was formed over it starts to sink in, almost like a sinkhole. So that is a kettle. Just an impression in the ground that was formed from a large chunk of ice covered by dirt and debris, and then as it melts, it sinks. And that's actually why this park is called Kettle Moraine, because it is like the highest density of kettles in the world. And then I was talking about eskers yesterday. It's basically the prime spot here to see eskers as well. Well, the terrain has mellowed out a bit. Still some decent sized hills every once in a while, but none of that rocky, bouldery, trip route filled path that it was before. It's pretty nice. I wonder what this is all about. If love could have saved you, you would have lived forever. Interesting. Alright, keep moving. I have no idea where Dave is. I thought he was right behind me, but he must stop to readjust his pack or something. Huh. Right up by those pine trees, right up there, there's another stack of rocks. I don't know if you guys can hear it over the car noise. You hear that? There's a bunch of frogs just chirping away. All right, coming up on checkpoint 2. Highway 67, checkpoint 2.
Hey.
Not dead yet.
Okay, single file.
I had a bunch of people behind me, but I must have pulled ahead a little.
Great.
Great, thank you guys.
Thank you. You have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Okay, crossing Highway 67. Look both ways before crossing the road. Okay, so it took me about an hour and a half to get to checkpoint 2. Now the bad thing is I don't know exactly how many miles that is. But basically I'll plot it out on Google Maps. I'll write it down for you in the video. I'll put it right here. I want to say it was probably close to 2 miles. So that kind of sucks, really. 2 miles in an hour and a half. I should have done that in an hour easy. But those were some wicked ass hills. But like I said, it has gotten much better now. The hills are just more rolling, not nearly as steep, not nearly as rocky. I wonder if this is some of the remnants of that tornado. I mean, you can see that these have been pulled up out of the ground and knocked over. So this could be the remnants of that tornado that came through. Just a small amount of it. We were told that it actually gets worse the closer we get to Long Lake. The hike has gotten significantly easier now compared to the the beginning section. It really hasn't gotten very hilly. That could change, I don't know. But I'm about ready to stop for a water break. I'm just stopped on the side of the trail. I mean, the trail is literally right there. I need some water. Whew. Let's see. Well, last time when I was stopped at that shelter, I was looking at my Garmin. I don't think it was right. We're at 3 1/3 miles. Well, that means we're a third done.
10:30?
Yeah, it's a little after 10. So 3 1/3 miles in about 2 hours.
No, hour and a half.
We left at 8, didn't we?
No, it's like 8:25.
Oh, yeah. What time were you clocked in? Because I clocked in a lot earlier than you did.
I clocked in 8:25.
Okay. This is the 1/3 mark.
Ooh, nice. We are getting there.
Hello.
You're not a checkpoint.
I thought I lost you back there. Kept looking back there and I never saw you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I figured you would be,
Just enjoying the walk.
Yeah. Much better now that we got out of those nasty hills.
I definitely lost some weight already. My pants are falling down. I got to put it in a hole.
All right. Stand up, stretch a little bit, and get that pack back on. Okay, we reached the tornado damage, or a tornado damage section. You can tell all the fallen debris around. And they've done a pretty decent job on getting it cleaned up. The path is actually easily visible and everything cleared off. So it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought we were literally going to be like climbing up over the trees and stuff like that, And now it's pretty well cleaned out. Yeah, definitely seeing more tornado damage. I mean, just wood and logs laying down everywhere, pretty much all in the same direction. But check out this tree over here. Look at that thing. It's all twisted apart. So the trail conditions today have actually been really good. A few wet spots, but not soupy, you know. No bugs again today, and it's much warmer. Keep on thinking I'm near the top. Keeps on giving me more. Oh. Well, they said the tornado damage was going to get worse the closest we got to Butler Lake. And yeah, I would say that's pretty bad. Well, I must say, the tornado damage is quite impressive. It definitely has gotten worse. Hey, there's the road. Checkpoint 3. Okay, made it through that checkpoint. Replenished my water. I had some igloo style coolers there. They say we're just about halfway. Which is probably right. I mean, up at the top of the hill before we came down to the checkpoint, we're at 4.6, a little over. Dave checked the weather. He said it was only like 40 something degrees. Oh, I can't believe that. Feels much warmer, much hotter than that. We're walking the ridgeline of an esker. So, deep wall down that way. Another deep fall down that way. The guys at the checkpoint back there said that this is now where we'll get into the heavy damaged area from the tornado. Oh. Lunchtime. Ginger soy. Holy cow, you can really smell the ginger. Very interesting. You know, it's so clear, you're just waiting for the deer to walk by, you know? That was weird. Those frogs were just going and going and going. It's like, boom, stop. This is the chicken salad, I think. Yeah, chicken salad. Last Creations, this is the chicken lemon pepper. All right, lunch is done. Surprisingly, though, my pack does not feel any lighter. But I feel better. That's actually a very common sight for a kettle. The water has no place to go, so when it rains and snows, it just melts and it sits in there. That's where they're cleaning up from that tornado, and I mean, it's everywhere. Just everywhere. Lots of red markings on trees that are to be cut down at a later date. Wow, that's just amazing. They've been working recently too. I can smell the wood in the air. Okay, just cleared checkpoint 4 back there. Oh God. It's just hill after hill after hill, up and down, up and down, up and down. 60 feet here, 80 feet there, 40 feet there, 120 feet here. And this is rated a 4 on the hill difficulty. This is one of the worst ones I've been on. So I took a decent sized break at checkpoint 4. I had a bottle of Crystal Light that I wanted to finish drinking. And Dave's like, well, I don't want to wait. He goes, I want to keep moving. It's like, that's fine. He's definitely got to make it to the end in time to get a shuttle to go get his truck so we can get our tent and stuff. So yeah, Dave's pressed on ahead. I might catch up to him, I might not. I wish I could take some more pictures and stuff, but what? They're basically almost leveling everything down, which makes it very hard to hike because there's no shade, there's no trees to, help you out. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I've been sitting here thinking for probably the last hour. Just sitting there thinking, what would have been like if I did not go out and do that little bit of pre-training, walking the Greenway Trail and the Big Hill Park trails. I tell you, I don't even know if I would have been able to finish today. I figure I gotta be less than 3 miles out. Hoping that the next road will be checkpoint 5. I'm hoping. Alright, after walking through this for the last couple miles, coming up on checkpoint 5, and then checkpoint 6 is the end. But from checkpoint 5 all the way into camp, it's all road walking. So I thought I was hot before. Wait till I get on blacktop. Well, the road entrance did not have checkpoint 5 on it like I thought it would. So now I really don't know where checkpoint 5 is. But basically we just keep on walking the road until we get into camp. Okay, so I was wrong with the that road walk. We did get back onto the trail, but we're not far from the road. The road's just down there. So we're trying to figure out exactly where we're going to, because I think there's a parking lot just up here a little bit. And then do we jump on the road and walk into camp? Or do we take it all the way down to F and then get on the road from there and walk that into camp? I just don't know. Alright, so just back there, we just went through checkpoint 5. According to them, we have 1.5 miles of road walking. I don't know if it's that long. I might say a mile. I don't know about 1.5 miles. Oh, it's been exhausting. It's what, about I think it's like 20 to 2 or something like that. Or 130, 140, somewhere on
147.
147. So this is our first major day, and we couldn't make it to camp by 2 o'clock. But now they're saying that we shouldn't have any problems making it to Moth Lake tomorrow, doing the same mileage. Don't know how that's possible unless the terrain is that much more easy. I don't know. Okay, we got ourselves checked in. We're just going to go check out our site. I believe we're both in 813. Then we got to go back up to Greenbush and get the truck. But yeah, we don't hike it back. They're going to shuttle us. Oh, well, we made it to our campsite. What was my official clock in? My official clock in was 2:10. So I went from 8:10 to 2:10. So, but I clocked in well before Dave did. So that was like a half hour or so that I was waiting. Oh, feet are sore on this one. Tell you though, even the campground, that tornado damage, it's all around here. I mean, you can see a pile of wood back there, and it's like that all over the place. Just piles and piles of dead fallen timber. There's trees down. So yeah, right now this park is in pretty bad shape. I don't feel like I did much recording after checkpoint 4. I was just so hot, so tired, so exhausted. Hey, we're close to a road. How about that? Oh. But yeah, the big thing was that all that tornado damage was just ridiculous. You know, and it took out so many trees. At least they're fixing the issue. It's taking out so many trees. There was like almost no shade, so I was getting hot, constantly hot. So I'm at the Long Lake campground, Long Lake recreational area, whatever you want to call it. No large group site tonight. Basically, we've got individual sites, but they've packed like 6 people in each site. And somehow, I don't know how, Dave and I registered separately, but we ended up in the same site. Don't know how that happened. Anyway, he has gone up to the check-in, and he's going to jump on the shuttle to take him up to his truck up in Greenbush and bring it back down here. And we should be able to get all the vehicles in. You know, if there's like 2 or 3 vehicles, we should be able to get them all in this campsite. I tell you, I am so stiff and so sore, but I don't want to move. I just want to relax. You know, my pack's over there on the table, and I just don't want to get up to go get it. I want to leave my shoes off for a while. I'm sitting here in just my stocking feet. Dave and I were pretty excited because we got here, and just over there between this site and the one next to us, there's a little water fountain there. It's like, oh, excellent. You know, we're really close to water. Yeah, goes by it. It's not working. It's not running. So that kind of sucks. Don't know where we need to go for water now. So the trail conditions today really weren't all that bad. I mean, you had that tornado damage, and there are a lot of downed trees, and it just hit you with a lot of sun today. But the actual trail itself was actually in really good shape. There was a few spots right towards the end, just before we got to checkpoint 5. The trail actually kind of runs right next to the roadway, and of course, you know, you got to drain water off the road. So there were areas along that trail section that were kind of marshy and muddy. But truthfully, after that long walk and everything like that, I was sitting there thinking, you know, the water on my shoes would probably help cool them down, because, I mean, my feet were just like burning. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to tomorrow, but that's what I'm here to do. So I'm going to do it no matter what. Now there was supposed to be forecasts of rain tomorrow, and I don't know when that's going to start, The other thing about the trail, I mean, still no bugs. I mean, when we're going through some of that tornado damage, there were some bugs and stuff like that. A couple of times when we stopped, I saw like bumblebees and things like that, but didn't really, no mosquitoes, no biting flies, nothing like that. So it's actually been pretty good bug-wise. Trying to think of what else I can tell you about the trail. Again, just a lot of up and down, up and down. It could be anywhere between 20 and 150 feet. And there's this one. Dave went, oh, we got a hill. And I looked over and it's like, well, it doesn't look that bad. It looked like maybe about a 30-foot hill. Nothing major to talk about. We got up to the top of that hill, and that was just a small plateau. It ended up bumping up another level, and then another level, and then another level. It's like, holy crap. That one just killed me. It really did. It wore me out. I was actually surprised too. When I stopped at checkpoint 4, Dave went on without me, and I was just going to finish up what I was drinking, and then I was going to refill the bottle with water that they have made available for us. Yeah, I was like, oh, I probably won't ever see him again for the rest of the day, and sure enough, I ended up catching up to him. I don't know how that happens, because I stop, I take pictures, I take video, and somehow I was able to catch up to him. So I don't know if he was kind of looking at his GPS, trying to figure out exactly which way the trail went on a couple of intersections, but I thought that was pretty good that I was able to catch up to him. Met a lot of cool people here, a lot of cool people. Unfortunately, with my stupid ass head, I can't remember names. I think there's a lady named Kathy. That's all I can really remember. But yeah, everybody's been really good, really nice. And yeah, I'm having a good time. I really am. I might be complaining and stuff because I am sore, I'm tired, and I'm achy. But I'm having a good time. And I guess that's what counts, right? Alright, I'm going to get going right now. Again, just going to lay here and wait for Dave to show up because he's got my tent in his truck. So I can't do anything until he gets here. He's even got most of my food. I can't eat anything until he gets here. I almost forgot to give you guys the total mileage for my hike today. It was right at 11 miles. Looks like it says moving time 4 hours and 15 minutes and a stop time of 3 hours and 10 minutes. Alright, well, I'm still waiting for Dave to come back. I'm kind of surprised he's not here yet, but I remember him saying something about going to a store and getting some Gatorades and stuff like that. Maybe that will help us tomorrow. Well, as you can see by the truck there, Dave has come back from getting it. This is kind of odd that we have to do it this way, but it's the way we have to do it. So since he came back, I have put up my tent. Sorry I didn't record it. I'm just so tired and stuff. It's like I'm forgetting to do that. Got a fire going in the fire pit. Oh, trying to keep one going. There's a lot of fallen wet wood around here, and they say we can burn it. So the only problem is I don't have a saw, so I'm burning like 4-foot lengths of wood. And it's still a little early for me to have dinner. I'm hungry. I really would like to eat, but I just don't want to eat my dinner right now. I feel I should, I just don't want to. Dave, when he went out to go get his truck, he talked to a few people in charge, down there while he was waiting for the bus to show up. He came across a lot of people that we've met, and a lot of them have called it quits. A few are staying around for tonight, but they're going to leave in the morning. Yeah, they were going to spend the night and then go home in the morning, and then all of a sudden they just changed their mind completely. It's like, no, I want to go home now. So this is not easy. People are bowing out on this one. And I guess in a way, I kind of would too, but Also, in a way, I don't want to. This is a good experience. I need to prove to myself I can do this. A few aches and pains. I got blisters on the bottom of my feet. I'm going to put on moleskin tomorrow, and hopefully that will help. But I don't know if it helps after the fact that you've already got a blister. So. Got my lasagna tonight. That's not bad. Big chunks of meat. Those tomatoes in there. Must have cheese in it because it's all stuck to the spoon. Morning. I'm sitting here trying to make breakfast. Dave and I have been talking, and I think we're going to be bowing out. My feet are in just too bad a shape. The blisters are too big. I got moleskin, and I use the pre-cut ones, and they're just not big enough to cover the area properly. I mean, basically, the blister covers the whole ball of my foot all the way up to the toes. Yeah, they're pretty big. So, although I'm feeling fine, my back is actually feeling decent. My legs are actually feeling decent. I'm actually surprised with that. But just the blisters on my feet, I had a hard time just walking up the road to go to the bathroom this morning. So, I can't imagine what it's going to be for 10 miles. So, unfortunately, I think we're just going to sit here, pack up camp, and get out of here eventually. So Dave was saying that after I went to bed last night, well, 8 o'clock or so, he went down the road a little bit, and there were a bunch of the people from the hike down there, and I guess a lot of them have bowed out or are bowing out. So yeah, we're not going to be the only ones quitting. This was a tough one. It really was. You know, we haven't hiked for a long time. You know, I haven't. He hasn't. He's actually feeling pretty good though. But just the blisters on my feet are keeping me from doing it today. So just need to keep on walking and get it to where my feet really don't blister. Either that, or I'll just cut off my feet. Maybe that's an option. Breakfast skillet mush this morning. Your hot sauce laying around?
Yeah. Roger, you want
Sam, give me one of those Frank's ones. Thank you. A little bland tasting. Needs a little something.
according to this, it should take us 3 hours to hike that. What we did yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. Taking the trail. It's 10 miles, 3 hours and 32 minutes.
I don't know anybody that can do that.
We didn't
Not a standard person. I mean, I suppose, technically, if we probably looked at my stats on my Garmin and look at our moving time and take out our resting time, we probably did it close to that amount of time.
Yeah, if we took out the rest, we probably hour and a half maybe that we shave off.
That's better. Moving time for us was 4 hours and 15 minutes. And we had 3 hours 11 minutes for stop time. Now that I think about it, when Jen and I did the Black Hawk segment, that's about what it was for us. We had almost the same amount of stop time as we did walking time. I mean, it was still less, but I was actually kind of surprised on how close those numbers were. But yeah, of course, they use an algorithm to say how fast a person walks, and they don't care what the terrain is.
Right.
So, yeah, if it was probably a flat terrain, we're just walking through town for that amount of time, that'd be one thing, but when you're scrambling up those big hills, How big do you think that bitch hill was, that big one?
That was pretty.
You think that was a couple 100 feet? Had to be.
Yeah, because you had to go up and then you had to angle and you had to crisscross to get up it.
Do you think it might have been over 1,000?
No.
You don't think it was that big? So, wow. So did you buy these little packets, or did you?
Just give me a quick trip or something. When you buy a sandwich, you grab a couple extra. Yeah, I usually put Tabasco on my eggs and stuff.
Oh yeah, I do too. Sometimes just a little ketchup just to give it a little zip.
Yeah.
Look, Mom, I ate it all gone. Get out my baby wipe and do my dishes. See, nice and clean. Here, let me show you exactly why we're not hiking. Okay, so this is a piece of moleskin. You can see that the blister even comes out from underneath, and right there as well. So yeah, this whole area is all one big blister. And the same goes for the other foot. So you can see this big huge spot right here. That's just a big blister. And that's why we can't hike today. And I know what a couple of you are going to be saying is that, well, you idiot, you're wearing cotton socks. You should be wearing wool or something like that. Damn it. So, I suppose we can chuck this up to another fail. But, I mean, seriously, other than, I just need to get out and do longer hikes more often, which, requires time, and I just don't know if I always have the time to go on a long day hike, 10 miles, 15 miles. I don't know if I've got the time to do that. I can do quick ones here and there, but to actually get out and be gone for basically an entire day, that's hard. Oh, well, I'm going to start gathering up my stuff, getting it packed up and ready to go. Get the tent broke down, all that stuff. I think most of the dew is dried off of it by now. I tell you, that tent, here, let me show you. That Copper Spur 3, that's a nice tent. Nice and wide. So I have no problems fitting in it, with my head down at one end and my feet down at the other. I've got enough room, I can lay in there comfortably. And there's plenty of room for another person in there, if need be. So Dave's got his hammock just about broken down. Just a little ground tarp that he's got. And his ridge lines, and that's it. Then I think we're pretty much out of here. Okay, just a quick walk through to see if I missed anything. All that stuff is all Dave's. Check out this rock though. It's It's been laying here for a while. Isn't that kind of cool? It's got that little hole in it. Well, at least I had a good couple of days, you know, camping with a friend, so that's nice. Met some nice people. So I suppose all in all, it's not a fail. You know, I had a good time. I met some cool people. Of course, I don't remember names, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, though, now it's got to end. But from what I understand, most of the people are calling it quits. I mean, that trail we were on, that sucked. Seriously, look at a topographical on there, you know, on your Google Maps. Put it on topographical and take a look at it from Greenbush down to Long Lake. Oh my God. All right, well, this is Mark saying thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the road.